Why was the cat sitting on the computer? It wanted to keep an eye on the mouse. Why did the orange stop rolling? It ran out of juice. What do you call a group of musical whales? An orchestra. Why did the skeleton stay home? He had no body to go with. What do you call a sad cup of coffee? Depresso. Why do candles love parties? They always get lit. Why did the tomato go out with a prune? He couldn't find a date. Why did the man put his money on the ceiling? He wanted liquid ceiling fans. What do you call a sleeping turtle? A celebrity. Why did the grape stop in the middle of the road? It ran out of juice. Why don't fish play basketball? They're afraid of the net. Why was the belt acting strange? It was buckling under pressure. Why did the tree go to the dentist? It needed a root canal. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Sneakers. Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. Why was the broom tired? It worked all day sweeping. Why did the student eat his homework? The teacher said it was a piece of cake. Why don't airplanes ever get lost? They always follow their flight plan. Why did the man bring a ladder to the bar? He heard the drinks were on the house. Why don't astronauts get hungry? They eat lunch meat.
Hi, did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? I told my computer I needed a break, and now it won't stop sending me vacation ads. Why don't skeletons fight? They don't have the guts. I told my dog to stop chasing people on bikes. He said, okay, I'll try a car. Why did the scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field. I tried to catch fog yesterday, missed. Why don't eggs tell jokes? They'd crack each other up. Why was the math book sad? It had too many problems. What do you call fake spaghetti? An impasta. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot. Why don't oysters donate? They're shellfish. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Why did the golfer bring 2 pants? In case he got a hole in one. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. He said nothing. Why can't you trust stairs? They're always up to something. Why don't sharks eat clowns? They taste funny. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Why did the picture go to jail? It was framed. Why did the tomato turn red? It saw the salad dressing. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Why did the bicycle fall over? It was too tired. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. Why don't skeletons ski? They don't have the bones for it. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 1 leg? Lean beef. What do you call a cow that jumped over a barbed wire fence? Utter destruction. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? It felt crummy.
Why did the banana go to the doctor? It wasn't peeling well. What do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop. Why don't elephants use computers? They're afraid of the mouse. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Why did the stadium get hot? All the fans left. Why don't melons get married? They cantaloupe. What did 0 say to 8? Nice belt. Why can't you trust atoms? They make up everything. Why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Why was the broom late? It swept in.
Why don't bananas snore? They don't want to split. What did the grape do when it got stepped on? It let out a little whine. Why don't witches wear flat hats? There's no point. What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. Why don't cows have money? Farmers milk them dry. What kind of tree fits in your hand? A palm tree. Why did the man put his money in the blender? He wanted liquid assets. What did one wall say to the other? I'll meet you at the corner. Why was the belt arrested? It held up a pair of pants. Why don't vampires go to barbecues? They don't like steak.
Why was the calendar so popular? It had a lot of dates. What do you call a dog that can do magic? A labracadabrador. Why do bees have sticky hair? They use honeycombs. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved. Why don't basketball players get hot? They have fans. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. What do you call a singing computer? Adele. Why did the man run around his bed? He wanted to catch up on sleep. Why did the computer go to the doctor? It had a virus. Why did the cell phone go to school? It wanted better reception.
Why did the barber win a race? He took a shortcut. What do you call a snake wearing a hat? A hister. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Why did the frog call his insurance company? His car had a jump start. Why do hummingbirds hum? They don't know the words. Why don't koalas count his bears? They lack qualifications. Why did the kid throw his clock out the window? He wanted to see time fly. What do you call a pony with a sore throat? A little horse. Why was the computer cold? It left its windows open. Why did the man put his car in the oven? He wanted a hot rod.
Why was the baseball team always in trouble? They kept getting caught stealing. What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary? A thesaurus. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. What did one hat say to the other? Stay here, I'll go on ahead. Why did the math teacher go to the beach? She needed to get some tangents. Why don't ducks tell jokes? They'd quack each other up. What did the buffalo say to his kid? Bison. Why can't a leopard hide? He's always spotted. Why don't spiders go to school? They learn everything on the web. Why did the cookie cry? Its mom was away for too long.